You're watching The Alchemy Kitchen. I'm back with another cold smoking video. It's last day of February, so it's still cold here, getting below zero at night. It's about 2-3 degrees right now. It's dropping fast in the evening. So good time to do some cold smoking still. Today I'm just using hickory chips, and saw my last video I showed how to make one of these smoking tubes for cold smoking. And trying some new things out today. Of course, I got all types of cheese, some brie in there as well, Gouda, cheddar, Monterey Jack, pepper jack, and I can't remember what that one in the far right's called, some French type of cheese. Trying some new stuff though, and that's going to be some spring onions and some chocolate. I've heard a few people recommend chocolate, so I'm giving that a try. Also some chili pepper. What I'll do with that, since it's in a bowl, is after it's in there for a little while, I'll kind of mix it up, stir it up, so it gets more surface contact in the smoke. Got a mix of peanut and cashews. They're already like seasoned with chili. Some what we call Bratkartoffeln. They come in a box, vacuum sealed. It's basically sliced potatoes with just a bit of like lard with them, or some oil, and bits of bacon, and you just throw those in a frying pan and fry them up. They're really good. And finally some cuts of pork, I think it was pork neck, and I am actually going to make something with those. It's called Eder Obersteiner. I'll do that in a separate video, but I figured why not cold smoke it. You don't have to for the recipe, but I want to give that a try. So last time I made cheese, I think I only did like 3 or 4 hours of smoke, and I vacuum sealed it, let it rest. I just finished the rest of it recently. I wasn't very impressed with the flavor. I like it smokier, so I'm gonna keep this going. I get about an hour or so every time I fill that tube. I'm gonna keep this going all night basically until I'm ready to go to bed. So we'll come back, and I'm gonna try out the chocolate before it sits there that long, maybe after a couple hours. And yeah, every once in a while I'll just mix up this. When I have spices, I'll just kind of keep stirring it up. And take a look at it when I'm done, or after a few hours of progress. So I ran the smoker, start at 3:30, probably till like 12:30 at night, roughly 8-9 hours, give or take. It's one of the nice things about cold smoking. It's kind of idiot proof, where if your fire goes out, it's not a big deal. You can light it again. So a couple times, I let it run a little long and had to go and load it up and start it again, but I'd say it was a good at least 8 hours of smoke, all with mesquite. Only thing you got to watch for is, if you're using wood chips or pellets or whatever, that it doesn't totally ignite and go into flames. In my smoker, the firebox is far enough away that it's not a big deal, especially if it's cold out like it is now. Worst case is something like cheese. If the fire gets too hot, you're gonna melt it. But yeah, everything went well. I've had a chance to try everything except the cheese, and I've already done cheese a million times. So what I do is I wrap it all in wax paper for a day or two, and it kind of lets the smoke just kind of mellow out, I guess. But I'll actually end up vacuum sealing all this. It's quite a bit, so I might throw some in the freezer. But vacuum sealed, it will stay good for a long time as well. Put it in the freezer even longer. So as you saw, I tried some new things out. We ate the potatoes yesterday with breakfast. The Bratkartoffeln, the sliced potatoes with bacon. I did not stir those throughout the process, but it was long enough that they got a good amount of smoke. It wasn't overwhelming. It came out really good. I've done potatoes before, like whole or cut up, or mashed potatoes in a skillet, cold smoked, and it comes out good every time. The nuts, it was a mix of peanuts and cashews, almost gone. Those came out really good. Also the chili pepper, or chili spice, chili powder. I've done paprika, like the sweet chili. I think this is the first time doing the hot one. I sprinkled a bit on the peanuts and cashews, and it's also came out really good. Just mixed it up a few times in the bowl. It went long enough where it's like Yeah, you can definitely smell the smoke flavor to it. Salt works good. I mean, any spice you can do. Garlic powder, onion powder. I've not tried dried herbs, but I probably will. And I mean, that's the thing. What's kind of cool with this, doing these videos is I'll get some suggestions to try out. I'm always looking for new things to try. I've actually just started getting stuff ready and planted for the garden. Even it's a little early, but some of the stuff that I can plant now and some stuff that I can grow inside. Um, so I've got some ideas for that. Last year I had good luck with cucumbers. Made some pickles. So I'm thinking of smoking cucumbers and pickling them, seeing how that turns out. And, you know, paprika, peppers, jalapeno peppers, all that stuff comes out good. I'll probably try like zucchini, different things. What else did I have in there? Oh, the green onions, scallions, whatever you want to call them. I just had some with breakfast, just a little bit over some brie that wasn't smoked, so I didn't want to. I wanted to be able to see, so just normal brie on some toast and a little bit of those smoked scallions, and that was really good, I have to say. Not super overpowering, especially for eating something for breakfast. And that was some quail eggs. Came out really, really good. We'll do it again. And finally, this was the one that I was really skeptical on. And I believe someone either recommended it or suggested it in one of my previous cold smoking videos. That was chocolate. That's why I only did like one bar. And I think it's like a milk chocolate with hazelnuts in it. And I was pretty skeptical. I was like, it's probably going to taste like crap. I was very, very surprised. I got to try it again. How good it came out. The smoke is there. And I left this on the whole 8-9 hours. You taste it immediately. But the sweetness of the chocolate, this was like a milk chocolate, so it's a sweet one. It just follows that smoke flavor and it balances all out, and it's super friggin' good. I wish I would have done more. That is super good. Damn. I mean, I've never had anything like it. I don't know why it's not a thing, but this is awesome. I'm not sure how well it would work with like a dark chocolate or something like that. It's not as sweet. But I'm definitely going to have to find out. But with a milk chocolate, it's really good. Damn. That blew me away. I mean, I thought at best it might be like, okay, it's interesting. I didn't think it was going to be something like where it's, I don't know. That's super, super good. Totally recommend that one. I think next time I go to the store and get ready to run the cold smoker again, I will stock up on different types of chocolate. I like the ones with chili peppers in it. And I'll just try a few different ones and see how that works, even white chocolate. So of course, something like that, you gotta make sure your wood chips don't flare up and catch on fire. You'll melt it real quick, and you have to do it in the colder weather. Also add those pork steaks in there, and those are now marinating for another recipe I'm going to do a video on today. That'll be up soon. We call it Eater Obersteiner. It's a German grilled pork steak that's awesome. Super, super, super simple recipe. And I just got from a friend of mine, told me like the history behind it. It's kind of interesting. It actually comes from Germans going to Brazil. That's where the recipe comes from. So make sure you hit subscribe and that bell notification if you want to catch that one. Anyone has any cold smoking ideas, put them in the comments below. I know someone mentioned in the past also some fruit, like I think it was peaches or something like that. So I'll have to give that a try, maybe even pineapple. But yeah, it's like usually when I'm going to run my cold smoker, I'll get as much stuff in there as I can and make the most of it. And I'm usually running through the grocery store just trying to find new things. Like, hey, maybe this will work. Some things I didn't do that I did that were new, that came out really good. I just didn't have them on hand, or I didn't think about it. Were soft-boiled quail eggs. Soft-boiled chicken eggs too come out excellent on the cold smoke. You got to peel them, of course. And dehydrated mushrooms. I did that with some bullets, the porcini mushrooms. I have a ton from the last season, dehydrated in bags. And I didn't think that would really work because they're dry, and I wasn't sure, but that worked really good. It gets not overpowering, but you get that smokiness once you you rehydrate them, put them in water, cook with them, and that was like a nice little touch to them. It worked really good, surprisingly. Another one I was skeptical on. So it's kind of weird. Some of the stuff you think might be gross actually comes out good. So I don't know. I'm planning to do a lot of gardening and growing my own stuff this year. One, because we moved in last year in May, and we started, but it was a little bit late in the season by the time we got kind of settled to start working on gardening. I have a lot of plans for making more like raised beds and growing as much as I can. Every time I go to the store, it makes me want to do it more because the prices are getting ridiculous on food here. Even potatoes. It's like, I don't get it. So, thanks for watching. You gotta try this chocolate out. That is awesome. I'm trying to like hide it from myself. I was gonna bring it to work tomorrow. Let some coworkers try it. Hopefully I can manage to refrain from eating it all first. Till next time.